right. Well, we're back with more Pathfinder tonight. Hi, Coco. Why is it like right when I really start streaming, you act like this? Huh?
She knows.
Do you know? Do you know? You do? No. Nothing's happening right now, you? Why every time? Why?
I return.
Welcome back. We're live, and Coco's being Coco.
It's time for the Coco show.
About the stuffy. Well, we'll figure it out someday.
Yeah, that's right.
LeBark.
No, she's asked me to beat her up.
Stranger requesting dog.
Have you ever not, like, play fought with your dogs?
I have, but I don't know. I'm just kind of.
Not the wording you expected.
Seems like normal wording to me. The companions in the party have totally gotten their icons and such now, right?
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, totally.
They just happen to still look a lot like Adari.
Or Vikingar.
I'll have to
Lilatavia.
see if I have the PDF for the companion book. I should. I know I do, because we all have looked at camping rules. It's weird that they don't have all the icons for all the characters, but...
To be clear, I'm not worried about it. I just had to bring it up to be a pain in the butt.
Mm-hmm.
Be you. To be.
Pretty sure Sean could be a pain in the butt in many ways.
Yeah. So if someone wants to recap what happened, we can do that. Oh, I do have it downloaded before. Oh well. You can open in the wrong screen, of course you are.
And Steve, I'm very concerned that the record could misconstrue your last statement, so I want to be very clear. In the sense of a headache.
Okay, thank you for putting the idea can be taken in a different way in my head. Also phrasing. Also record. We're recording? What? To be clear, yes, that I am joking. I'm well aware.
Oh my goodness, I can't select just the character. I'll have to open it in a different PDF editor. Oh, I do still have PF24 on here.
recap, we traveled, we reconnoitered, we traveled, we reconnoitered. We ran into Octavia and Rigangar, who are running from a syndicate. We traveled, we reconnoitered. And then I think we traveled again. Because we're not currently reconnoitered where we're at. I think the last one we only got one travel in because of weather, and therefore we were waiting. But I could easily be mistaken there.
Also add in a dose of trying to learn camping activity, like downtime activities from our companions.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, Slaley has been trying to learn how to act intimidating.
Yep.
So anyways.
Yep. So, anyways, because I will have to figure out which tool that will actually let me edit this to get to the picture.
Yes, we have rested because I have my Marvelous Mount casts back, which I'm going to go ahead and mark as expended because I'm going to be using them.
Yes.
And I don't want to fill the chat with them again.
Fair enough.
So, I believe we need to start this day with reconnoiter.
I do believe so. Why?
Sounds
I
about right.
swear I keep putting it onto stolen land. Like it's supposed to be on stolen lands to start, and it just chooses not to.
Yeah, it really likes the old Sycamore.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to mess around later to try to see if I can figure out how to get this image out. I think they flattened it or locked it, so I can't actually get the image out.
Probably to prevent unauthorized use, but still.
Still annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Stolen lands. There we go. I just said toggle navigation, so hopefully that makes it the base. Oh god, I realized I have audio running twice. I hate it when I do that. Well, because I'm running two copies of the game, the stream copy and the GM copy, and I'm running them on the same machine. So what'll happen is I open it, and it plays the audio from both copies for the music and whatnot. And so it causes all sorts of weird audio crashes. But yes, why? Yes, we stopped here. All right.
Yes.
I because we stopped here because of the rain,
Mm-hmm.
and we held up for the night. As you reconnoiter, in the water area, you are able to move you out of the way here for a sec.
Apparently we didn't camp overnight because there's no camp there. So we still needed to do that, I guess?
Maybe.
I'm confused by that.
Oh, we finished off camping.
So did I, but it didn't mark it as having camped here.
Yeah.
Which means that it never rolled. No one ever rolled a camping check at this spot. But yeah, end of the last session was waking up well rested.
Mm-hmm. No, let me see some here, because I might be able to just.
Scrolling up. Yeah, I had a critical success at the location.
Yep.
I don't know why it didn't mark it.
Yep, because we cleared the precipitation DC to clear it up, so. Yeah, I'm not sure. I can fix it though real quick. Maybe. Or not? Well, let's just do this. Put you here. I'm going to just click that. Go to the camping sheet. I was just going to say it was a critical success. And that should fix that.
Nope.
No?
Could try actually rolling the thing to see if it triggers on that. It has the option to reuse existing campsite critical success, so it sees one here. It's just not putting the thing in there.
Yeah.
Oh well. Weird.
Yep.
If we ever happen to try to do a campsite here, we'll find out.
But
Because it'll ask.
you can see some fancy, or not fancy, but a set of a waterfall. Plummets about 50 feet over a cliff, making it impossible to navigate by boat, although the vista of the waterfall itself is quite breathtaking.
Sorry. In character. Wow, that's a fancy waterfall.
Yeah, I can't add. I'm trying to.
It
I
is
mean,
truly breathtaking.
The water is falling. I guess that counts as there being a landmark there.
Yes.
Like Cascade.
Technically, let's see. What is that?
Just something behind Shrek Cascade now.
Yep.
Shrek Cascade.
So if I rehide the cascade for you guys, or if you just hide the notes. Or what is it? The display. Yeah. Notes display? I thought it was.
Okay. Yeah, it's toggle notes display, but you also have to then get off of the
Oh yeah, off the notes.
mhm.
Yeah. So basically, I just added a little mark there, saying that there's a waterfall. So it's a little more quick visibility.
Mhm.
How did I lose the Stolen Lands as an option as a scene to go to?
Don't know because rest of us are on here and it's still in the bar.
I left it and I lost it. I have Old Sycamore
Oh yeah.
and the landing
I see
screen.
it. Hold on. There you go. It's back.
Huzzah!
It just really wants us to live our entire lives in the old Sycamore.
So the old Sycamore has a star on it, so I wonder if it's favorited or set somehow to be like the base.
Yeah, I noticed a star on it, but I don't know.
I don't remember how to set the default navigation scene. If I activate that, that just it doesn't. Well, the old Sycamore is not on the list anymore.
Success?
Stolen Lands has a
Good.
star. Okay, so the activated scene is the default one.
Makes some sense.
Basically the home scene. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how to get it to show a... Because, like, the hex itself, like, when I look at the hex data, it doesn't say that there's a campsite there.
Oh, fudge.
I'm just gonna do a roll here.
Did you force there to be one?
No. I'm just gonna force one by... Force reroll. Whoops. I'm gonna just force reroll it a couple times. Until it goes back to... There we finally go for that 17 that I was bouncing around. There we go. I just had to force reroll it apparently, and now it's actually showing.
Okay.
So, but there is a watermark in, or there's a waterfall in this area. Is it's stacked for you guys? You don't, does it not, it's not showing the camp for you guys there?
It's not showing the camp, but that's because the actual like waterfall icon is below the little mountain icon for feature.
Let me hide that real quick and hit save.
Okay, yeah, I can see the marshmallow fire.
Yeah, now
Under
if I
the
hit
fire
that,
escape area.
there we go.
Marshmallows.
Okay, should be good now.
Indeed.
I'll turn the notes back on just so that they're always there. And from there, we can move on. So you reconnoiter for today. You get another action. What do you want to do? Where do you want to move, most likely? Okay. You move up into this hex. You can see, kind of in the distance, what looks to be some sort of building. On the inside small little like peninsula area of the river split, where the river splits.
Shall we see if we can head to that for the night in case it's a good place to stop, and I can always find a camping site after if needed? Think we should have enough time, right?
Yeah, should be a good spot.
I honestly don't know if there's a way across at this point.
Oh, it's across the river.
Yeah,
May I remind you of something?
you have ways to get across. Yep.
We have a spell.
Yeah, you can head on over to the... Head on over there. You have a little bit of time still. I'll give you a little bit of time to be able to do this, so... Oh, you have a... Oh, you can't actually open the basic info. Hold on. Maybe observer. There you go. Now you can actually read a little bit about it. Whoa,
Oh, crazy.
yeah. Alright, observer is what lets you see the book info. Limited just lets you see that it's there.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
Alright, yep. This wood fortification has stood for years on the southern border of Reverie, but it looks currently empty. And this is just basic looking at it, like you can tell that this definitely stood here for a while. So,
So would we know that Rosslyn considers it part of their nation's holdings?
that would be a recall knowledge to know for sure.
Okay. Society, I assume.
Yeah. I don't know if any other
Alright.
that would work for that.
Let me fail this.
I mean, if anyone else wants to roll their recall knowledge about this fort, they can.
Society or
Society.
No, this tree's not checked yet.
Unless you got some military based one that you might...
I've got
Lore.
mercantile lore.
I don't think mercantile will work for a fort.
I mean,
I'll try.
not learning the military parts of it though.
I have legal. Does that work for knowing
I'm
the
gonna
legal
make Lindsay
jurisdiction?
try.
I also have legal.
I do think arguably legal would work.
I could see the argument for legal. Though you
Illegal and Western
Haru,
society
you
are the
really
same
don't
box.
need the legal.
They're the same bonus anyways, so...
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
That 20 it?
Same.
Did I critically succeed it?
So, because I'm just running on a basic value for this, because recall knowledge is weird, on determining DMs. Basically, everyone but Lindsay, or excuse me, everyone but Laylee,
Stay no support.
gets the basic text info. For the fort. About
Coolio.
the growing tensions and all that. Lena, you actually understand the resource potential behind it.
Did I nat 20 or something?
Yes, you did.
I'm just sitting here like, I have a +0.
Yeah, you nat 20.
Critical success!
Alex, if you rolled 1 higher, you would have gotten the critical.
Oh, that's so sad.
You did roll the highest of everyone, though. Total. Laylee.
I just got the bump up.
Yes, did I not one?
Yeah, you look at this and you're kind of going, why is there just, like, what's the purpose of this here? It seems like it's completely Roslin's building. Like, there's no problems at all.
Yeah, this was a big hub for merchants. Sorry, that part we can.
Very quickly abandoned fort, you mean? That's questionable. On who owns it?
You know, it could make for a good barracks, but we'd have to get Roslyn to agree to let us take it. Otherwise, it'll probably cause some problems.
That's fair. We could probably deal with that once we have a kingdom.
Yeah, probably shouldn't try to start here.
I mean, we were planning on starting Old Sycamore, so it's a few days. It's a ways away, at least.
I know we're considering other areas, but yeah, I still like Old Sycamore best.
I mean, I do too. It's got the scales. I love the journal entry for the Cisco caverns. Interesting, these caverns is well hidden.
Yep.
That is all. I mean, if we expand the kingdom, probably expand it out there eventually.
So, what do you want to do for the evening?
I mean, we reconnoitered and then we moved here.
Yep.
The fort's probably a good enough place to camp, I would imagine.
As long as the reason
Like,
it was hastily abandoned isn't bad.
Does it look like a good place to camp?
Yeah, it definitely looks like you could camp pretty easily here.
If it's abandoned, then I'm not worried about staying in it for a night. That's not going to cause a diplomatic issue. Especially when we don't even have our kingdom yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
There we go.
So,
got the
just camp here for the night?
That'll work.
Out of the weather.
That's fine.
Pull every image out. Aha, there we go. Okay, so you're gonna camp there for the night. I will open up the camp sheet. I'm gonna just immediately call this a success for the camp.
Okay.
Just because it is still a general space here, and it's a very obvious, well-known spot. So,
Mm-hmm.
give you an hour for exploration, bump you 2 hours for camp setup. All right, we are in. It is 6 in the evening. You are actually in zone 1 at this point. Technically.
Ooh.
I believe, let me. Yep, you're in zone 1 now. So, go ahead and do what you want to do. Roll your dice for it all. I'm going to be...
How do we want to do?
I have to go AFK for just a minute here.
Okay.
I'll be muted.
Fair enough. Hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to upload the avatar.
Hmm.
So I finally figured out how to... I finally figured out how to get some of these, or found some of these images out of the PDF, so I can fix these.
Nice.
They literally had a just image extraction option.
Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I'm trying to figure out how I can get the... Why Tokenizer is not letting me set the avatar image for Octavia.
How do we want to do the cooking situation today? Or cooking gathering?
I was thinking first off, with the extra time from not having to find a campsite, I'd like to try and subsist.
Fair.
Mm-hmm.
After exploration.
Got the token to fit, but I can't get the avatar to upload for some reason. There we go.
I rolled incredibly close to average on my subsist. Which in this area might be okay.
Okay. Sorry. Let me, Oh, jeez.
With meter.
Yeah, I would say. Let's see here. I would say this is a success. So
I assume I would have been able to do that in the saved time from the camp, basically.
yeah.
'Cause you said 6, so we had a little bit before nightfall. And then from there, I don't necessarily care which of us does what. Okay, Octavia's got a cool picture.
Yeah. I realized that.
Let's see. We have 41 basic ingredients and 12 special. Like, I can hunt and gather if you want. Otherwise, I can cook. I don't care. You can try learning intimidating posture again. Because I don't think you successfully learned it, did you?
No, he rolled a success, which means that the next
succeeds.
yeah, the next attempt at a roll will up it by by 1 level. So
Mm-hmm. So as long as it's not a nat 1, there won't be a critical failure.
yeah.
If there's a nat 1, then up 1, down 1, and nat 1's probably low enough to get critical failure regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to cook while you try to... If you want me to cook while you try to learn how to do the intimidating posture again, I'm good with that.
Oh, I
Wait, where'd that up
was gonna
to?
influence and then I could cook as well, but I could do the intimidating posture thing too.
You could influence and then do the intimidating posture thing since you'd influence during the time I was subsisting.
Yeah.
I
I'm
just
just
want to learn
thinking,
how to
I
set
don't-
alarms.
I don't have anything to do with an extra thing other than hunt and gather that we have a decent amount.
That's fair.
The first
yeah, there's
one.
my role to influence Rigongar. I can't pronounce that for some reason.
Ragongar.
Rigongar, there we go. I don't know. My brain just...
The Regangar. That was an O instead of an E.
Rigongar.
That was a success, which means you have learned.
That was the influence.
That was the influence.
Oh, just hold on.
Yeah, that
Sorry.
first one was the influence.
So this one's your
Or the discovery, sorry, discovery. Oh, shit. Okay.
Okay.
My bad.
I
Discovery,
missed that
that's
you
what I
had
meant.
shifted to saying that you were going to be just going to influence and not trying to learn.
Yeah, no, and I hit the discovery button because that's what I meant, not influence. Because for some reason my brain is not here today.
Okay.
He was
What?
going to try and influence them while I'm subsisting, and then
Well,
later.
I said influence, but I meant discovery, and the button I hit was discovery. So
Okay, so you hit discovery. What are you trying to discover?
This, what else he likes to talk about? I guess what other skills would influence him? Because I'm
Okay.
+2 in intimidation. That's pretty rough.
Yep. So you're not looking for like weaknesses, resistances, or anything like that. You're just looking at what might influence him.
Yeah.
Okay. You find out that he likes talking about warfare.
That's fair. I feel like this might be more of a Haru influencing this guy. Wait, what is Haru's lore? Hold up. Brain. That's the wrong sheet.
See, I feel like Haru's lore was mentioned earlier today.
Legal.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I had to say what is Dawn, because we have the
None
same
of us are
background.
from Intimidation. The person with the most intimidation in our party is Lindsay.
That makes sense.
Oh gosh, that's hilarious.
High charisma, yeah.
Yeah. Well then, fair enough.
Here we
And
go.
then the other one I will do is try to learn intimidating posture, which that's another perception, isn't it? Or is that?
And there's Ragangar, finally. Okay, so timeline-wise, when are you doing? You did your influence during the same time that Laylee went.
I did the discovery the same time Lena was doing
Or Lena,
subsist.
excuse me, not Laylee. Wow. As Lena was subsisting.
My clone. Yeah.
Okay, so the first 2 hours. Is anyone else doing anything during those first 2 hours before we move into the second 2 hours? I'm going to take that as a no.
No,
Okay,
Dawn is not.
because you could use those first 2 hours to do like your camouflage and organized watch. And then we have 2 more hours to do other things that you would, if you wanted to.
And that way, if something gets failed, we can kind of rearrange a little bit if needed.
But looks like Dawn rolled the stealth check already for camouflage campsite, so I'm going to say that that happened during the first 2 hours. Did you want to roll for organized watch right now, in this first 2 hour period?
Yeah, I'll roll for organized watch first. And then I'll try to learn 10 alarms in the next.
Okay, that'll work. All right.
If I gotta
Yep.
do
Next
things.
set. Intimidating posture. Double
Color.
check. They're just there. You guys don't. I believe neither of you learned those last time, correct?
I did not. I think I made a mark towards it, but that was it.
These are notes that I should be taking. I know I should be. So let me double check the companion must be at least friendly. Attempt a perception check to learn. So,
Takes perception.
yes, it
Oh.
is a perception check.
Perception.
No, this is a perception check. Is it a hidden or not hidden?
Not hidden.
Hiya. I'll take it.
Haru, that is a success.
That, like, on my screen, that like went halfway to the one and then went back.
Yep. So, you tried to learn set alarms last time as well, right?
Yes, I do
Okay.
believe so.
So that bumps you up to a critical success, which means you can now perform set alarms.
Woohoo!
Well, the party as a whole technically can. If one person learns it, it unlocks it for the entire party. It's interesting.
It's like I could just teach it to everyone as we.
Yep. Even when they're not in the camp. Christian, are you going to roll for intimidating posture? You learned intimidating
Literally learned
posture.
it. What a waste of a nat 20.
All right, so intimidating posture and set alarms, along with bolster confidence, all three of those are permanent skills that you can do as a party. So 2 hours goes by. Lena, are you going to be cooking a meal?
Yep.
All right, we'll go over to the cook meal.
I'm awkwardly skipping it because of being
Because he subsisted.
subsisted. I assume Ragangar is going to join in the meal, though.
Probably. I think he got pumped over there because I kicked him out to update the icon.
Probably. All right.
Yep, they're not quite as zoomed in as like Lindsay is, but I can't figure out how to get their token to zoom in cleanly using tokenizer, so it works well enough. All right, well that is a success.
Is it bad that I find it mildly funny that I'm somewhat frequently choosing to subsist for my own food and then cook for everyone else?
It's a little funny, but I mean it works.
Yeah. It's just like, I don't need to eat my own cooking.
Yep.
Alright. Well, that's that done.
Mhm,
Now to find
that's
out
the
if we
day.
have an encounter during the night.
Indeed, we will rest. Enable watch times, enable daily prep, and check for random encounter. You'll be waking up at being ready to go by about 10:30 because of the current time.
Mm-hmm.
There was no random encounter overnight. There is no precipitation, and the weather is nice. It's nice and sunny.
Ooh.
It's a
I
good day to
will
travel.
Blow 2 spell slots for my marvelous mounts. Blow 1 spell slot on Lindsay for the Sonata span going back. And that way we can continue. I guess we should. Well, I feel like knowing the fort is here is kind of the biggest thing for reconnoiter. Plus, we know we're not going to start here, so I don't see any reason to reconnoiter. I think we should just move.
You can,
Tough that.
yeah. If you, I do believe you need to reconnoiter to get the landmark in potentially into your kingdom. I would have to double check the kingdom building rules on that though.
I believe it has to be recorded for us to add it into the kingdom now.
Yeah, that's something we can easily do later.
Yep.
If we choose to come here.
Yeah, if you choose to.
As it is, it's a matter of, this is claimed by another nation. No need to. Let's just move here with the first action.
Okay.
With
Ac-
following the road, we actually get another action out of it, or no?
I have to double check that.
I don't think so,
I
because it's
don't
only
think so.
triggering halfway through. I think if we started on the road and stayed on the road the whole day, we would get one extra. Because it does reduce the action
In open
cost.
terrain like a plane, using one travel activity allows you to move from one hex to adjacent hex. Traversing the hex with difficult terrain requires 2, and greater terrain is 3. Traveling on a longer road uses a terrain type one step better than the surrounding terrain. So it uses.
Which is not really a step better than planes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, do we just continue moving on to the next hex? Or should we reconnoiter around the Crooked Falls just because?
We can
I think we should
reconnoiter.
just keep moving.
Oh, keep moving. Okay, fair enough.
I'm down for keep
If-
moving, get back.
If Fort
across the path.
Serenco is considered within another nation's borders, so is here.
That's fair.
And the rest.
So we move there. And then that's where we'll wind up camping.
Okay. Camp time it is. Once again.
I am going to choose to reroll the camp because I'm pretty sure I can get better than a success here.
Probably. Let me find my journals. I want to just give me a second. I want to check something here. Before you guys get to camp. That's why I wanted to check this. The fact that you're riding a few horses, lets you see in the distance some movement in the grass.
May I roll a seek action to try and see a little bit more clearly what it is?
Sure. You are unable to tell at all.
Did we all notice the movement, or just Lena?
No name was specified at the beginning, so I assume we all did.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad. I'll do a seek action as well.
It basically is a. I'm giving you guys a passive perception to have noticed there was movement, even though that doesn't technically exist in this.
Yeah. All right, buddy. You're close.
I mean, it kind of does if the other thing's stealth
Is
fails
worse
against
than we
our
know it.
perception.
That is no longer it's observed.
And if it's not stealthing and it's within eyesight, then we just see it. So
Yeah. I'm just keeping this simple for myself right now, though. So, because they don't like to fill in the basic modifier always. This was That's curious.
Alrighty.
I mean, that's you basically that roll was low enough that you saw the movement. That's why they're observed to a degree is the movement, but what it is still need the perception to be able to tell what it is because it is moving through a covered area.
So I can tell there's definitely something there, but I'm not sure what. I can tell a
Haru.
general size at least.
Medium.
Okay.
Laylee, you also are unable to tell. Haru. Looks like it's a couple of wolves just traveling by.
I would tell everyone that.
Oh, well, don't hurt them then.
Of course, you can say that. Not you as in Sean, you as in Lena.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn technically isn't able to quite pick out what they are either. Until they're pointed out.
Dang.
There were two nat ones rolled in that set.
Yeah, I figured mine was in that one. Yeah. Continue on.
Yep, okay. You kind of continue on. You now know that there's some wolves kind of wandering about. Just something to keep an eye out for when you camp.
Yeah, I mean, I want to be able to know when I have a conversation partner.
We move a full hex. It's so weird because the hex is 8 hours. But you're only ever expected to move for 8 hours a day. Effectively. And then have 16 hours for everything else.
Yeah. Which is odd.
It's a little odd.
Like, honestly, it'd make more sense to me to move 12 hours a day. I can understand 12 hours, because small enough party, most stats taken up with sleeping and watches, and there's a fair chunk that's taken up by
Right.
daily preparations and setting camp and all that.
Why did I search for forced march and it just re-pulled up the exploration rules? Nethys. Please.
Pretty sure a forced march causes a level of fatigue, but
Well, yeah, I'm trying to understand the wording of it. This, 172 GMG, driver will table 36. Okay, this is the... Raid assumes PCs are taking time to camp and rest at healthy intervals. When a new day of exploration begins, group decide to take a forced march as long as no one's fatigued. Doing so allows them to gain extra travel activity, but it's only activities performed that day. Character to participate in it can participate in a forced march safely for a number of days equal to character's constitution modifier, minimum 1. Any additional days makes the character fatigued until they spend an entire day of downtime resting. So they're just considering it a reasonable time of travel, effectively. Travel speed, that's what I'm looking for. So if you have a... So these horses have what, 40-foot move speed? Is that what?
Yeah.
Right?
sounds right.
So you can move 32 miles a day effectively. over flat and clear terrain at a determined pace, but not one that's not exhausting. Man, their miles per day does not line up with their hexploration rules.
Yeah.
Because hexploration, a hex is 12 miles.
Yep.
And so, why, if you have a 40-foot movement speed, and it's not quite 3 hexes worth of distance. That's why.
Yep.
And so, rather than complicating the distance, same with 25 feet. 25 feet is not quite 2 hexes worth of distance.
And the forced march rules actually have one bit that kind of makes sense based off of that, even though it's weird. The character can participate in a forced march safely for a number of days equal to the character's constitution modifier, minimum of 1 day.
Yep.
The fatigue lasts until an entire day of downtime resting if you pass that.
Yeah.
But that minimum of 1 day means that technically speaking, every other day you can do that because you just can't do more than that in a row.
Uh-huh.
Which means you go 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3, and you get about
right.
Yeah, that gets you about right to the 32 miles.
So.
Yeah, we could totally do a forced march this day since it's safe for all of us and just make it to the crossing.
Yeah. And just make it into town rather than camp.
Yeah.
It's up to you guys. Sorry, I know that was a long side discussion, but it is one that's reasonable for rules, so.
What does everyone else think?
Let's keep marching.
I mean, it's not even halfway through the day.
Oh, then we'll be fine. As long as we only do it like once, because we don't need to do it again. But
Yeah.
Burvoy being 2 Texas away now.
Yeah, and considering you only are technically you get an extra activity, which is like effectively just a +4 hours instead of +8. You're effectively you're getting into town about 6:30,
Nice.
which means you don't have to worry about camping for tonight. You are at because it's a small village.
Mm-hmm. So, time to go visit the inn.
Yep.
Book our rooms.
Yep.
Get on in.
Lately is very happy to be in a bed now.
Lena's gonna comment
funny.
about how she prefers to be out and about, but she can accept this from time to time.
Time to pay the money.
And how much is inn fare? I guess we have to figure out what inn.
A number of things cost that. Just cost.
2 platinum a night.
That would be crazy.
If it were that, I'm going camping.
Same.
It's
I draw a hard line at 1 platinum a night.
we're literally just I'm just gonna use their basic lodging pricing here. It's not a big inn by any means, because it is a small village, literally a level 1 village. So you basically get the choice of there's like a I would say there's floor space or they do have a few rooms available.
Lena is going to request a private room with the reasoning that, generally speaking, people don't appreciate the floor space option with my kitty.
That is fair. Going for a
For some
private
reason.
room will cost you 8 silver.
Okay. I will pay the 8 silver.
Because basically, I don't know. Their pricings are a little weird on here because it's lodging, floor space, 3 copper. Lodging, bed for 1 silver. Basically like a bunk area. Lodging, private room for 2, 8 silver. So basically you're paying for a full room and not just the bunks.
Oh, that's okay. I needed room for kitty.
Yeah. Up to everyone else what they want to do. We are just running those general prices.
And does it come with a meal?
No, you would still need to pay for a meal.
Okay.
How much would the meal be? Or, what are the ranges, I guess?
Do. Let's see. They have cost of living for. There we go. Probably like they have some really cheap stuff for like a copper, but you can get a little bit better for 3 copper.
Okay. I will also take a private room, and you said it was what? How many silver for a private room?
8.
8. I'm just gonna pay 9 silver. Ask for a private room and whatever a silver gets me for food.
Well, a silver will get you effectively 3 meals worth. Three square meals.
If I eat it all, will you make me roll a fortitude save?
If you eat it all in the night, yes. Or, I mean, you could also turn some of that to just, like, buying some alcohol, not just a meal. They'll have a little bit of alcohol on hand.
Shall slowly pull 1 silver back and put 3 copper. So, 8 silver, 3 copper then, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna deduct that.
It will,
Octavia and Ragongar will take a private room together. I'm just gonna
By
say
the
that
way,
now, which
I will
leaves
pay-
1 private room left at this
I
point.
will pay the extra silver piece full. I figure I'll get a meal tonight. I'll give Kitty half a meal because Kitty, being a snake, doesn't eat nearly as much.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the morning, Kitty gets the other half of that meal, and I get breakfast.
That works.
How much does ale cost on its own? I'm sorry to ask that. I just like debating buying 2 meals
Not
and
a
an
lot.
ale.
Not a whole lot.
2 silver pieces is the standard price for ale per keg.
I don't need a keg. I don't need a keg.
is what ale is listed by.
So I was supposed to say, it's like, I don't need a keg. Laylee might be a barbarian, but she ain't Grob the
A
barbarian.
mug of
A
ale.
mug of
is
ale
one
is a copper.
Copper.
Pot of coffee or tea is 2 copper.
Yeah, it's
is.
And it's-
cheaper. Alcohol's cheaper than coffee.
And a bottle of wine is 1 silver.
So,
So
3 copper per meal, 1 copper per ale.
Yep.
Probably do silver, 6 copper.
Means I had enough. There was enough money with my 1 silver to get some tea with each of my meals
Yep.
and still have them get a slight tip.
And Laylee's not the drinking game sort of characters.
Oh.
You're tied for the highest fortitude in the party.
It's just the crazy part of why Laylee's more of a person when it comes to drinking. 2 ales, done for the day.
Well,
2 kegs
and
of ale.
then
Not 2 kegs, 2 mugs.
what room are you staying in, Laylee?
Oh, I just took a bed.
Just a
One
bed?
bed.
Okay.
Yeah, and 1 silver.
And then that just leaves Lindsay and
Oh, I needed to take 2 more
Haru.
copper out. No. Yes.
I mean, I'm happy
Yeah.
just to take a bed and pay for a simple meal.
Okay.
So 1 and 1.
Yep.
1 silver,
Well-
1 copper.
Yep. I
Removing
mean,
coins.
basically, like the 1 copper is basically just getting some bread and maybe some very thin soup, versus like getting a little more like hearty soup, and maybe like some butter or stuff like that with the bread.
I'll go to the 2 copper meal.
3 copper for that.
3 copper meal.
Yep.
Removing coins. Done.
Lindsay, I will just say, is fine with a bed as well, and just goes for a simple meal, or goes for the square meal.
We also technically each should be paying for stabling, right?
If you have
2 copper pieces
horses,
a day.
technically yes.
Just stabling.
Seeing as I wouldn't have given key to Kitty, that 2 copper can go towards what I've already paid. That's not gonna
Yeah.
go over. It just means they only get a 1 copper tip. Which honestly, they're probably okay with at that point.
Stabling. That's first edition, which doesn't help me. Oh, it says it's 5 silver to stable an animal in first edition.
It's 2 copper in
Is it?
second. I'm just looking at the services tab.
Or copper. Worked around that
There we
number.
go. Yep. 2 copper per day. Yep. 2 copper per horse.
Cool. I only just have the 1 horse, so there's 2 more copper gone.
How does it work with an animal companion?
Kitty's staying in the room with me, so
You're
does it
still
work
paying
out?
2
Oh,
copper
stable.
because it's still a large creature. You're stabling it.
Fair enough. I'll pay the 2 copper.
Paying 2 copper for my horse.
So, the night goes on. Technically, Lindsay needs to have paid what? 1 silver and Lindsay was riding a horse as well, right?
Yeah.
So 1 silver, 5 copper for Lindsay, technically. Does she even have the money? She has a gold.
She has
Apparently.
1 gold, so yes, I assume that she can get change here.
Yes, she can. Let me do
So
it
it's
this way.
1 silver,
Yep.
5 copper, you said?
Because she got a square meal plus the 2 copper for stabling. So,
There we go.
cool. She needs more money.
She gets whatever we don't take from the party staff.
Which is basically nothing.
Which there is actually 2 copper, 2 silver and a copper in there for her.
Oh. You can have that, hand that to her then.
Assuming nobody objects to that going to her.
No.
There, she now has more money. She now has 6 copper pieces more than she started with today.
Alright. Night passes uneventfully, being in a town, a small village. Not really much you can get here. Like, if you wanted to buy some basic supplies, like more rations or whatnot, you could, but other than that, there's just not a ton here. It is a village of just over 100 people living here, so.
Are Octavia and Ragungar sticking with us past this village? And if so, are they able to get horses here?
For a sec. They think about it, and they go, well, we would prefer to end up in Rostov. At this pace, though, we could probably just make it on our own if you wanted to go ahead.
As I'm concerned, it's up to them. Like, I could even cast the spell a couple more days. I just figure they'll want horses eventually.
We'll figure that out when we get into the larger city. Don't need to pull too much supplies from here from the people here. You are only 2 hexes out, so.
Yeah, I am completely okay with casting the spell for another day. That's not a big deal.
Well, if you're sure, that would be nice.
It doesn't cost me anything. Area's safe enough, so I don't think that the effort's really that big a deal.
Mm-hmm. Okay. They'll join you for 1 more day of travel.
Arguably, they are theoretically better than a single second rank spell in combat. Hopefully. Though right now they're level 1, so I don't know.
But next day travel comes around. Nothing really happens. Let me check something here actually.
I'm just casually giving them a service every day that's worth 7 gold pieces apiece.
I know.
Which really puts into perspective why they're going, you sure?
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't really hurt me.
Oh. I'm not worried about that. I did not mean to roll for an encounter.
And so we get attacked by an owlbear in the middle of the city.
That makes sense.
And while being attacked by an owlbear, a tornado begins.
Just say it's 8 a.m. Actually, let's go to 9 a.m. so you have an hour of daily prep and all that. And so, the day, very peaceful. Easy travel as you approach Restov.
I'm not gonna bother to mark the spell slots. We know
Yep.
they're used if it comes up.
It has been still, a decent bit. It's as Coco is barking her head off again. You still approach about 5 p.m. Gates haven't been closed yet. It's not dark enough to worry about that. What would you like to do as you approach town?
Probably discuss with the others what we want the details of our charter to be.
That is true. Sorry.
It'd be better if we know that before we go in.
Yeah.
Oh, you can go into town, but not necessarily.
True. But I would prefer to just kind of go in and get it taken care of right away if we're gonna go in anyways.
This time
Personally.
of day, they probably wouldn't see you, just due to it's near the end of the day for most of that. It'd be something that'd be better to do in the morning.
Yeah, fair enough. So we could talk about it while we're in an in-room overnight.
Okay. You approach, enter the city, no fees or anything. It's just a kind of smooth, kind of get a comment of, getting in kind of late, aren't you?
I mean, long travel from the old Sycamore.
Wow, that is a long ways. Oh. Welcome. And just ask for some, basic entry stuff, like just a little bit about you, etc. You're not carrying any goods, so we're not worried about any taxing, anything like that. You enter town. This is where Octavia and Ragongar do bid their farewell for the time being. And now that's that. You are in town. This is a good chance if you want to try to see if there's any smithies open, basically any kind of shopping you want to do. Now you could start doing it now or wait until the next day, or like after your conversations. That's all up to you.
Time to sell some things.
Basically, everything will sell at the standard half price. Just because I'm not wanting to go through a bartering right now.
It's completely fair.
That's fair.
Also, none of us are charisma characters anyways.
Hey,
What?
if
I was
we
gonna say there's
all-
two. Oh, not
There's
full charisma.
None of us are charisma based. That is a
Oof.
correct statement. Just because two of us have charisma doesn't mean that we are charisma based and have high charisma. Hey, if we all pool our resources together, we can afford an 8th rank spellcasting.
Jesus.
Not saying it's a good idea or that I even know what spell I would want cast at that point. We can afford it.
Yeah, because Wish is 10th rank, so you don't get Wish.
We can't even afford a 9th rank one. 10th rank isn't even an option for it, but...
Yeah. Well, that's because 10th rank is, like,
Mm-hmm.
it's a super extended thing.
Yeah. 9th rank is 1,800 gold pieces. It's a bit of a jump. Plus any cost required to cast a spell.
My brain was like, I want to take all the items to sell into the party sheet, so we know what we're all selling. So we just lump sum it. Oh, that's not the only one thinking
Things
of.
to sell?
I think I'm primarily
pretty
one
sure
that
I-
bought.
I'm pretty sure I just threw all my stuff at you because you can carry more than me.
Yeah. I have definitely carried a good amount of selling.
I could probably sell this old hand crossbow. I don't think any of us need that anymore.
Look at it.
I don't need a hand crossbow anymore. I think I used it once after I took it off the guys at the start, but
Mm-hmm.
it's good to have as a backup. I don't need that at this point.
That's fair.
I have other options for my one action after spellcasting. Granted, I've always had other options because that's Command Kitty.
That is always another option.
Is always an option.
But now I have other options against ranged or flying enemies too
Mm-hmm.
that are one action.
Very nice, very nice.
Not many, but I have them. Mainly, that is run away.
So, in prices are going to be kind of the same as we just had in the other town. So, you can figure that out. If you guys want to spend a little bit more as a whole to get a room that can house 6 people.
Here's a question. The +1 light hammer got put in the party sheet as a potential sell. Before we potentially sell that, is there any reason why we would want to transfer that +1 to something else instead?
I mean, I could use a put. Well, I need to get rid of all of these weapons in my hand.
I don't know what Laylee and Haru have as far as weapons needing runes.
Right.
I got a +1 longsword and a +1 short bow, composite short bow.
Yeah,
So
I gotta
they're
make
already kept.
space in my inventory, so I'm probably gonna just take the +1 great axe, take the rune off that, move it to my glaive. I'll just have the rapier as a backup in case we end up in more tight caves.
And the rapier's +1 too.
Yeah, the rapier's +1.
Okay. Yeah, I think 2 +1's weapons for each of you is pretty reasonable.
You also have a glaive, a ranseur, great axe, and a rapier. So you're gonna sell the glaive and the
Probably.
great axe, is what you're saying?
Well, no, I was gonna take
The-
the +1 off the great axe, move it to the glaive.
And keep the ranseur as well.
For now, yeah, because if I don't use it, Haru might use it.
Probably
Worst
won't
case.
use it.
Because Laylee is a hoarder.
No.
You only really need one melee, one range.
Well,
Realistically, yes.
I can
let me check
understand
something.
wanting ones with different traits,
Same,
but
same.
They do have different traits. One can disarm, one is forceful, and a deadly D8. I
Oh,
don't really need the
disarm.
Rancier.
The most powerful one of all. That's better now that they buffed it, but it's still not insanely good.
I'm pretty sure.
still like the section at the beginning of when they first buffed it before Swashbuckler had been updated. When the Swashbuckler's ability to disarm was technically worse
Mm-hmm.
than the baseline disarm. but it still
So-
replaced it by technicality.
Something to remember. So the Ranseur is a looking at its details. It is a piercing weapon. The
Yes.
glaive is a slashing weapon,
Mm-hmm.
which would mean the rapier is also a piercing weapon.
Yeah, the rapier is the one-handed because if I end
Yep.
up in a cave, I can't use a two-handed weapon.
Yep.
That's the problem with that.
So
one. That's why I have
the
to-
one thing you don't have is a crushing weapon or blunt
Which is
one.
why I was like
Which
tempted
I
to keep the
really-
light hammer.
don't like.
Which Laylee specifically doesn't use bludgeoning due to the whole subclass.
Mm-hmm.
Which is fair.
Honestly,
I am just
maybe
pointing
keep
out
the
that
light
right
hammer
now.
replace the +1 to a bludgeoning. A good one-handed
Yeah.
bludgeoning weapon.
That is what
Okay.
I'm pointing out right now. Is there's no bludgeoning in this party.
I could see
That's my
Haru holding
fists.
onto the hammer.
Yeah, but hold on
Sorry.
to it. But
They're non-lethal.
it's got a throne. I probably would swap it with another weapon. Ideally.
And look, technically speaking, being a druid, being able to pick between so many spells, I have options for bludgeoning.
You do,
Prepared.
but yeah, they have to be prepared. There is no, and that's only for you, not for your front line.
Yeah.
Because it could grab
Oh
more.
wait, I just realized there's literally the only reason I'd have to keep the Ranseur over the rapier is for reach. Rapier's got disarm and finesse and deadly D8, so
Yep.
yeah, take the +1 off the great axe. Don't really need that. And then, does anyone want the Ranseur or do we just sell it?
So
It's a light hammer. Light hammer's actually not bad. D6. Agile, throne. Honestly, if I could get a returning rune thrown on the light hammer, I'd be
Yeah.
very happy to use it.
I mean, the other thing with the Ranseur is also a D10 damage versus a D6 for the rapier.
True.
I mean, I'm
guess-
sure we could find a returning rune for you to buy here.
Yeah.
Returning's a low enough rune that you definitely could.
Don't
Yep.
need item level 3.
But yeah, I at least need to get the +1 from
Yeah,
great
It's
axe.
hard plus one.
Restov's a level 9 settlement, which basically, in effect, by rules, you can find stuff up to level 9 here.
Yep. Does it cost 55, man? I can buy that.
I'll be
Honestly,
back.
A returning hammer? Pretty nice.
It's now just Mjolnir.
Yep.
You just need to put thunder on it.
Get there. You get there.
So
Could be
Alex is now
energizing.
building Thor.
Not even purposefully. Another shock at level 8. I could get shock on it.
Yeah, but you also need to get a second. How many slots does it take?
Does I don't know how the fundamental runes or the property runes work.
So property runes, you can have as many property runes as level
yeah,
of
level.
fundamental.
Yeah, as your plus, basically. A
Yeah.
+1 weapon can have 1 property rune.
Plus
But-
you could have 2, plus 3, plus.
But some
3.
property runes take up more than one slot. So
Really, are those just some higher level ones, or what?
I thought that was the case. Maybe I'm
didn't think
misremembering.
that was the case. I think
No.
that was a thing in 1E.
Maybe I'm mixing 1E up.
What do you have? Yeah, no, this doesn't just. Does extra d6, let's just on a critical hit, it jumps to 2 other creatures within 10 feet.
Right.
Sorry.
So
Very nice.
obviously, since I have just enough gold pieces I should just buy an armor potency +1.
I mean, I want to do the same. Fundamental armor.
Yeah, I think I'm getting my games mixed up. Reading through the rules.
I don't have. I do not have enough money for +1 armor and a returning though. Fine.
What were you putting returning on?
The light hammer.
Oh, okay. Lighthammer has throne, right?
Yep, throw him 20 feet.
Okay.
So why not?
It's not a bad pool to have it on.
quite nice.
Yeah.
Can you
could
put
draw it and
armor
grow it.
runes
Actually.
on shields as
Explorer's
well?
clothing. Wait, on what?
On shields as well as
No.
No, shields have
There's-
a single rune that you can put on a shield, I think.
yeah, reinforcing rune, which has several levels
oh,
of it.
there it is. Yeah.
I was actually about to say, I want to get a reinforcing rune on my shield.
Yep. I was double checking that because they're talking about shields all over, and I'm like,
Like,
Could you send it-
genuinely, that would be good for me to get because I have shield block.
yes.
I do not have shield block though.
Reinforcing rune miners, a level 4 item costing 75 gold. Increases the hardness by 3, gains 44 additional hit points, and its break threshold increases by 22. Maximum hardness,
So,
maximum 8 hardness, 64 HP, and 32 break threshold.
if I provide the shield, would they be willing to apply that to it, or
Yes.
okay,
So basically,
for
you
the 75 gold piece cost?
Yep. So basically, it would be the cost of buying the rune as well as the cost of actually applying it, because there's a cost to doing that.
What was the cost to applying it?
Let's double check that. That's what I'm checking here
Is it
now.
all in one normally?
That's what I'm checking right now. The DC crafting, the price of the transfer is 10% of the rune's price, unless transferring from a rune stone, which is free. So
Which
in this
they'd be
case,
transferring from a rune
if
stone.
yeah, if you're just flat buying it, then it's free. If anyone's trying to transfer off, you'd be paying a 10% cost of the rune.
So if I want to grab return, it's just 55 gold.
Yes.
I'm going to tell it to remove 75
Sorry.
gold worth of coins and then apply the reinforcing rune to my shield. 'Cause
Sounds good.
That is worth me having.
I would subtract 55 gold.
Ooh, my shield has 64 HP now. It has more HP than me.
As
more
much
HP
HP
than
as
me.
me. Yeah, that's-
Yes, but it does break at half of that.
Yeah. Which means it has almost as much effective HP as me.
Yep. All right.
That's pretty less.
So it looks like we have a kukri, hand crossbow, and a hunter's bane and the unknown dust all in the party.
we got the dust of disappearance.
Yep.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
did you
not
guys
enough.
you guys got that figured out eventually?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
someone
Okay.
came by and told us. Was it not the Rigangar or the other one of the other one?
Yeah.
No, it was someone back at the.
Oleg's?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Um.
And then the
Do we
kukri
want to
was
sell
also
the
identified.
dust of disappearance or no?
So,
I mean, it could be valuable
Yeah.
at some
I
point.
kind of.
Do you want to keep or sell the cold iron weapon as well?
I'd
Don't
love
really
to
seem-
inlay the cold iron and make my weapon that's already +1 cold iron.
That, I believe you would have to just buy a new weapon, effectively.
And then re-rune it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Very expensive.
Yeah.
Well, at least
I
the
don't
runes
think-
are just move.
Don crafts something. Could they use the cold iron kukri as material to have cold iron available for crafting something else of similar size? Or similar size blade?
I
And
don't
then
know if
just
you
have
can
to pay the
do
big
that.
cost.
Rules-wise, I'm not sure if you can do that.
I'm basically asking, would you allow that? Because
That also
It
would
makes
require
sense, but-
Dawn. If you want Dawn to do it, that requires a decent amount of downtime.
Yeah, I'm just thinking for the future. Like, that would be a difference on whether we keep it is all. I kind of feel like the Dust of Disappearance, we're better off with the money now because there's a good chance that there's invisibility, arcane or cold, so it won't be until Dawn can cast invisibility, and it's specifically a 4th rank invisibility spell.
Yeah.
Which means it lasts a minute instead of. It lasts only 1 minute instead of 10, but it doesn't end with a hostile action.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know.
That's a horrible set.
So,
I feel like we're still better off just getting the money from it. But
cold
I'll
iron
leave that to other
weapons.
people.
So this is a low-grade cold iron weapon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Which you would need to craft another one of the same bulk effectively. So it's at least 20 silver pieces worth of cold iron, plus 2 silver per bulk. And the which
Really not much compared to the price of this kukri.
yeah. I don't know.
Doesn't seem right.
That's crafting requirements. At least 20 silver of cold iron plus 2 silver per bulk.
So price
So-
just flat 40 plus 4 per bulk.
Yeah. Where bulk is the bulk of the weapon.
But since it's one bulk,
It'd be 44.
It's
Like-
bulk, but it
If
makes
it's
it the same at that point.
If it's light bulk, well,
that's just,
yeah. Well, it's per
Must-
bulk, so if it's under a bulk, it doesn't go up.
Maybe just the base cost of a kukri is 4. I don't know. Because it's marking it at 44 gold piece value.
So it must be up to a bulk is up to that bulk is plus 4.
oh
Yeah. That must be how they're doing it.
Plus I have versatile weapon. I'd rather have it as a longsword than a kukri.
Yep.
But a longsword is heavier.
It is.
Like I feel like there should be a way to get a weapon inlaid, but I have no idea.
That craft requirement doesn't actually require that much cold iron to craft it. And the price is a lot higher. Which seems weird. Only an expert crafter can create a low-grade item. Master can create standard grade. Legendary can create high grade. Must be of a level equal to or greater than that of the material. You craft an item that incorporates this precious material. Your initial raw materials for the item must include that material. At least 10% of the investment must be of the material for low grade, 25% for standard, all of it for high.
You're looking at the crafting.
Yeah. For instance, a low-grade silver object of 1 bulk costs 20 gold pieces. Of the 10 gold pieces of raw materials you provide when you start to craft the item, at least 1 gold piece must be silver. So you still have to pay the increased cost to a degree. It's just a matter of how much of it has to be.
Yeah.
Depending on how long we're staying here, it's like I'd happily try to get my longsword made out of cold iron.
Basically, at this point, you guys are in Restov until the kingdom is being built.
Basically,
And
So
realistically, that means we're gonna spend some time here just while they prep things and have them sent out.
yeah.
So we might be here a week or two, easily. Possibly longer. Bureaucracy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Bureaucracy.
So,
Or I could spend the 65 gold to get strike heal on one of my weapons. That's the real money.
So personally, I'm in favor of selling both the kukri and the dust of disappearance.
Definitely head crossbow, that's just easy. I don't think anyone really cares about the 100 spell talisman.
I was just reading through it. I mean,
it is a consumable, so you basically use it once and then it's,
Gone.
yeah.
yeah.
It's the one time you get sneak attacked, you can find the person.
I don't care enough about it.
I like how it's very specific that if the attacker is behind lead, it has no effect.
Mm-hmm.
That blocks the magic.
That obviously means the magic is some form of radiation.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I like the cool idea.
Or
of
magnetism.
Just buff up my longsword. But I like to make it out of cool metal.
I had a few questions about things I am allowed to purchase.
Okay.
Mainly because, like, half the bombs available to me are from adventure pads. And are uncommon. I wanted to ask if there's a couple, I could purchase. Like, if they're available to purchase here.
I would say you probably could find them.
Because they are all level 1. Like,
Yeah.
because I just need level 1.
Yeah. I don't see why you couldn't. There might be a small markup on them though.
That's, honestly, that's perfectly fine.
I would say there's a 10% markup on any of the uncommons.
Okay, so,
I know that's not much, but
I'm just gonna go and round up to a whole gold. So an extra gold each.
Yeah.
I don't care.
that works.
They're 4 gold a pop.
Yeah.
5 gold to me isn't that much.
Yeah,
So-
that works. We'll go with
Or-
that. There's a markup
or
because they're
five.
uncommon, so they had to bring them in from further lands.
Import. Yes. Import tax.
Exactly.
No, finder's
Get it
fee.
there.
That's what it is. Finder's fee. But okay.
So, sounds like we're good to sell everything that's in the party stash.
Yeah.
$1 is why. Like, that'd be the question of my prices. To your prices, is it possible, like, melt down the cold iron cookery to make one of our cold iron, or you just have to completely go new? Lay it.
Alex, per the rules,
Remake.
You need half value for any given crafting anyways.
Yeah.
And effectively it's gonna come out to being
That's not
cheaper
bad.
to remake it than to use cold iron cookery.
Yeah, I might as well sell the cookery then. I mean, it'd be more expensive because I have to put the rune on it, and that's what makes it bad.
Um,
The roots. Eat some money. I can go broke. Trying to build a cold iron Dracula +1 longsword.
It's okay. As the magical crafter in the party, we'll just convince Don to make you a completely new +1 rune so that you don't have to transfer it off your existing one.
I suppose that's possible. Laylee can have a longsword
And then
instead
we
of a
just sell
rapier.
you- I was gonna say, then we just sell your existing +1 longsword.
What's that do?
first disassemble the item after.
Laylee longsword instead of a rapier. Any better? That's about the same.
Or we give it to one of our companions that join us.
Also true.
That is true. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot I was muted. Had a whole conversation.
Good job.
Oh gosh.
I like
So
how
I'm staying muted because I'm like sick, so I don't want to cough in everyone's ear.
Don has 380 gold piece value effectively. Haru has 420. Laylee has 434, almost 435. Lena has 372, almost 373.
Lizzie's flat broke.
Lindsay has almost 22.
Yeah, it's no plus weapons. Magical
Okay,
weapons.
so this is a good argument here. The reverse engineering for formula rules talk about disassembling, and you can disassemble stuff for parts worth half price in raw materials as long as you don't critically fail.
Yes. Parts worth half price in raw materials as long as you don't critically fail. As opposed to paying half price for the parts to make it.
It's the
But just
same.
selling it for half price.
Yeah, you're just selling
Make
it for
no
half
money.
price, so it equals out
It's the same if you don't critically fail.
if you don't critically fail.
Whereas selling, there's no chance of critically failing.
You're equaling out on the
Yeah.
cost regardless, as long
Yeah,
as
sell
you
it.
have someone spend the time to craft.
Like, there's gotta be a reason why there's a cold iron weapon.
Totally. It's totally just a standard wild cold iron weapon in the area. No reason at all.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
None of us that played the CRPG know at all why there's a cold iron weapon there.
It's like
Anyways.
just to get through damage resistance in the future.
Okay. What's the sell button?
I don't know if I just missed it, but what was the costs on transferring rooms?
If you're transferring a rune, it costs 10% of the value of the rune.
+1 potency rune?
So plus one potency is 35 gold, so it's 3 gold, 5 silver.
Yep.
And does that destroy the original weapon?
No,
Just moves the rune
you're
over.
just literally removing the rune from it.
Okay.
This isn't 5e or PF1 where it would, potentially.
I found a broken link on Nethys.
Oh, nice.
Good job.
Click here for the full rules on runes. If you scroll over it, it even comes up with the little preview of the full rules on runes. If you click
Uh-huh.
it, an error occurred. Something went wrong while casting the retrieve page ritual. Primary caster may have critically failed their check, or the ritual may have drawn unwanted attention from a deity. Roll initiative.
That's a good bad link page. Wow. Okay, I thought there was a button to quick sell. But I can't find it.
Oh, we can't get it.
You have to sell
How
from
much
your
is a striking
inventory, I
round?
think. I don't think you can sell from the party sheet. I think that's what it is.
I mean, I don't have the option to sell in my inventory right
Yeah,
now.
I don't have an option to sell from the inventory.
I know there it is an option sometimes, but it's not always there. Sorry.
Oh, is there not a cool accessory buff? Is there a magical item that makes it so we don't need food? There is, isn't there?
Pretty mid level.
Okay, there is a button. But it's sell everything button basically. There's a sell all treasure button.
Oh, I take this
Yeah.
as a war. That's still sell treasure though.
But it's only treasure items. So, okay. Basically, I'm going to have to just punch these in. So I'll just do the math here real quick and then delete the items.
Where's the ring of sustenance?
Oops, I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, what did they change his name to?
And Alex, Ring of Sustenance is a item level 7 item worth 325 gold pieces.
Damn it!
All right,
You don't have the money for it.
that's for the cookery.
That's what we need to work on getting enough money for Dawn to make. For everyone.
5
I mean,
silver.
We technically have the money for Dawn to make one,
If Dawn
but
had
Dawn
the
is
recipe.
not a level that can make it.
That's a future thing.
Gold.
It's a very good future thing.
And then
You
we're
don't
also
need to
selling
eat
the
or
dust,
drink
correct?
water.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Polished wooden ring constantly refreshes your body and mind. You don't need to eat or drink while wearing it, and you only need 2 hours of sleep per day to gain the benefits of 8 hours of sleep. Ring of
Just
Sustenance doesn't function until it's been worn
67.
and invested continuously for a week.
Don't
Moving
care.
it resets this interval.
Don't care. It good. It's a very, very good item.
So, how does that affect our camping and watch rules if we each need 2 hours of sleep?
If you only need 2 hours of sleep,
I think our horses become the limiting factor.
yes.
They need 8 hours still.
Yeah.
But our
see-
watches are a lot shorter.
That also
Especially
does
our watch.
mess with daily prep because you only get those during once every 24 hours.
Yeah.
So even if you long rest, that doesn't necessarily mean you get your slots back right away.
Mm-hmm.
Does mean that pretty much we just have a 2-hour watches. We have 4 2-hour watches, pretty much. All the animals are asleep.
Yeah.
Because if nothing else, our animal companions, like even if we switched all of our I'm just having an issue with a lot of Archive of Nethys pages right now.
Maybe they're down for you.
I have had an issue.
They're not totally down because I can go to some pages, but like trying to go to companions, it didn't load.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
But I was able to go to Ring of Sustenance.
Anyways, you guys have 93 gold and 10 silver in the party sheet.
Woohoo!
Well, let's see. Splitting that 4 ways means basically 94 divided by 4. So we would each get 23 gold pieces, and that would leave
That's a lot of money.
technically we could each get 23.5 gold pieces, so 23 gold pieces, 5 silver. But I feel like we should leave the 2 gold pieces at the end for Lindsay.
Lindsay just getting the scraps.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
fortunately.
We should probably treat her a bit better than that. At the very least, she gave us some bridges. And she saved Laylee's life, basically.
True. She did do that.
Yep.
Laylee is forever grateful.
You give her a +1 rapier.
I mean, you could give her
I
the
could
rapier.
give her the rapier for now. And then figure out a one-handed option myself, aka I'll just pummel them and
Yep,
CC
because she just has her regular rapier right now.
So bad. Doesn't work.
We could each take 19 gold pieces of it and let her have 18 gold pieces. Well, 17 gold pieces and 10 silver, so we don't have to track extra silver.
That's
them.
fair.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay with that idea?
Sounds
Give
good.
her a somewhat equal split this time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Not every time, but this time.
She's been with us for a while and actually pull her weight, so yeah. It's been very
This
useful.
will actually ask me. Yes.
So we're selling at half rate, by the way, right? For
Yes,
selling?
everything sells at half.
That's what I figured.
So
And then a striking rune would be what? You would need to pay
took
10% to apply.
65. 65
I
gold.
took my 19. If everyone else wants to take their 19, it should leave the proper amount for her
So I just-
18 gold piece worth.
And I just realized, does it cost more to apply the striking rune, or just
If you're
65%?
just buying the runes straight up, no.
No.
They will apply
I
it
was
for
gonna
free.
have it applied to the glaive.
Yeah.
Oh, they'll apply it for free.
Yeah, it gets applied for free because it's coming off a runestone, effectively.
Okay, and
Is it wrong of me to ask for some gold so I could get a cold iron +1 striking longsword? And you can have my normal +1 longsword lately.
So here's the thing, too. I'm gonna say this now. You can make some decisions about what you might want, but remember that you all need gold to be able to start with for
Mhm.
funding with the
Yeah.
I
Kingdom as
don't
well.
think we need.
We don't need a Coulson weapon.
I don't think we need a cold iron +1 striking longsword on one character in the party.
Yeah, I'd rather have multiple cold iron weapons.
you
what's
will
the
get
armor
options to get
rune
more money and
bolster?
whatnot down the road too.
Reinforce?
How about this? Should I put striking on one of my weapons?
See,
That
that's-
feels
That's
More
a fair
reasonable.
question.
that could be the light hammer.
There,
That's
there
dark.
is the option of waiting and seeing what we need for the
With everything with the kingdom.
kingdom, and then just you can buy it right after if we have the money left over.
That's fair.
Yep.
I can say. I think what I
So-
got.
Who hasn't taken their 19 gold?
Oh
Oh,
shoot!
I'm done. No, it was Laylee.
You could just erase that accidentally. I didn't even think about adding it. I just
You just click and drag it to your inventory and then click 19.
yeah, I added 19 manually. My brain didn't think.
I will
Yeah.
10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Which leaves the 18 that I expected for Lindsay, so it tracks.
Okay, so sell this for 1 gold. It's minus
She's
64.
richer than she's ever been. At a total
Yay.
of 19.06 gold pieces on a level 4. Poor Lindsay.
It's okay. During downtime and whatnot, she'll basically earn enough start earning enough money to kind of, buy her own way.
Do have that performance.
When she's not in the party, she'll conveniently earn a lot of money.
That's something she's got.
Really worth doing that when I need money for the kingdom. Okay.
So,
Striking Rune, Soul
Alright.
Great Axe, Will Grudge.
She can earn some money forging documents.
I still have over 100 gold coins, which is good.
yep. So basically, at this point, I'm going to kind of hand wave any conversations you have with the heads of Restov itself. Pretty much what's going to happen is we need to, you guys especially, need to determine which spot you want to have the kingdom in, as well as your initial charter information for the kingdom.
Well, I think we've all decided Old Sycamore is our starting spot.
I know 2 of us have decided Old Sycamore.
That's you and
I
me.
I don't
Not
think it's fair to say
against it.
all of us.
I'm not against Old Sycamore. I do wonder if the fort might be a strong point too, but
I
this
mean,
would be
which
like
fort
Laylee's
are you
actual
talking?
thoughts. Stag Lord's fort.
I don't really like it there.
Which also had the reconnoiter of the Stanlord area, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't even checked what's in that area, and
There is also an owlbear that's roaming in that area.
well, that's the
It
bright
followed us all the way
side.
up to
You're
the-
right about
Old
that.
Sycamore. Yeah. Laylee's not against the Old Sycamore and doesn't really, if everyone else doesn't want the Stag. Yeah, because we haven't checked the Stag Lord's area, then it's kind of the best. Unless we want to commit, diplomatic.
I just don't like the
Transgressions.
idea of taking over a bandit camp as symbolic of our new nation.
I also like
Okay.
being a little bit closer to the trading post and the radish patch. It's not far.
Okay.
Fair enough.
It's a good source of food and a general store.
It's nice being close to a merchant.
This is B2.
I don't see anything that tells me how many magical items an animal companion can invest.
Yeah, that's fair.
Probably the same 10 that you can invest.
I just realized that Mochi's been holes in the cookware. I don't know why it's in Mochi's inventory, but it is.
Saddlebags.
No. I mean, it's a light bulk. There's enough in the party.
Why are you staring at me? After you just went barking, why are you staring at me?
Okay, Charter.
Okay. So at this point, I'll leave it up to you guys if you want to make the decision now, or if you want to have the discussion now, Or do we want to call it for tonight? And next week, basically, the entirety of it is the discussion of setting up and going over the kingdom rules.
I
Considering-
will leave that to others to
I'm
decide on.
happy to build up the kingdom, but I guess that would require the entire kingdom rules to fully do one lit.
Mm-hmm.
That's
It would
That's
be. I mean, we can go through the building of the king, like the setup of the kingdom. We can go through that tonight. You just also, it is helpful to understand other parts of it so that you know what you're getting into with it. So, but again, that is up to you guys. I don't know how awake you are, Alex, for instance.
I'm surprisingly awake, which is weird.
I don't know how you're holding up there, Christian.
I mean, I'm on the back end of sickness. It's not like I'm
Yep.
crazy, just a bad cough.
Okay. Let's see. Is it this one? Yes, we're. Well, yeah, we were doing the version 1.2 rules. If I remember correct.
Yes.
Yes.
But one. Go find them.
Adobe, stop recommending the AI assistant gives me a summary, please.
No.
Every single PDF I open up, it goes, this seems like a long one. It's a single page. It seems like a long file. You want me to summarize it for you? It's like 2 pages. What do you mean long file? Go away.
Which link is the 1.2?
All right. So if you want, we can kind of go over what options we want to do for the kingdom tonight then, if you guys are down for that.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the charters, and we probably want an open charter, I'm assuming.
That's very possible.
I will open the kingdom sheet here then. All right. So, let me make sure I've got the settings as close as I can. Again, some of these rules won't apply fully because the guy who wrote the Kingdom patch said he's not incorporating their 1.2 rules, like, ever, for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why exactly he was like that. He said that, but...
My brain just like, why the frick is the 1.2 rules? I found the 1.1.
Have you downloaded them already, or are you looking in the drive?
Oh, I'll probably just need to look at the drive.
Yeah, I would probably just go to the drive. Yeah, the rules that are in the drive. PF2, APs, Kingmaker, the combined
I'll
kingdom rules.
figure it out.
So we definitely can get some of this set up now. They do have settings for the homebrew, but it doesn't have the full. Wait, the companion guide has reduced DC for building structures made out of lumber by 2. And expand magic use. When enabled, you can use magic for the following activities. So I'll have to make sure we got some stats figured out.
So, I know Lena personally would be pushing for exploration for the charter, but I understand that people probably aren't going to like the attribute flaw of economy.
Fair.
Laylee would prefer that the economy not be the weak part. Yes.
I mean, there's other points where we can bring it back up.
Yeah.
Bring it back up with all stuff. It's just like, what's really the negative of open compared to any of the others?
It's just you don't get an extra boost.
yeah.
That's it.
It's like the old way of building characters in PF2, where you went human, you just got 2 free boosts. You went anyone else, you got 3 boosts and 1 flaw.
Yeah. Except this is you get 2 boosts and 1 flaw, or 1 flat boost.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's no negative to counteract the positive.
Yeah. And you get more limited on your skills.
Yes.
Plus, there's a bit
You
of a
just don't get-
difference.
You
There could very well be a bit of a difference in how the surrounding nations treat us based off our charter, too.
True.
Don't get me wrong, I like exploration. I do like it.
Yep.
It'd be great if we could have the lake and river heartland to make up for it, and then boom, our economy's neutral.
Yeah, if we're doing Old Sycamore, we do not have like Lake and River Heartland.
Nope.
Oh. We'd have hill or plain, I'd assume.
Yeah, where you're
I
whichever
believe it's held.
basically where you're making it chooses the heartland.
Thopocracy, you get.
Oh, nothing is actually just a river, so I guess it just have to be next to a river or a lake.
Yeah, it's be next to it. We'd have to
Yep.
put it on the river for it to be a river.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The capital will
Which-
be located in this initial hex. Note that terrain features can
Wow.
grant other benefits to the kingdom when claimed. See them on page 41. Heartland grants an additional boost to one of the kingdom's modifiers based on a significant terrain feature present in that hex.
I think the giant tree is a significant terrain feature.
The Heartland will also influence the livelihood, gaining the trained proficiency in a predetermined skill associated with the terrain, plus 1 more skill trained, which can be applied to any other skill freely. The kingdom will already become trained, and it becomes another choice. So if we go to page 41, I'm just looking this up now. Terrain features. So the Sycamore would be a landmark. Which would mean that it is a site of great pride, mystery, or wonder, such as an outcropping in the shape of a human face, supernatural ancient tree, or a large lake with unusual color. Adding landmarks to the kingdom inspires its artists and bolsters kingdom morale. When the PCs add a landmark hex to the kingdom, reduce unrest by 1d4 until the end of your next kingdom turn. All culture and economy-based checks gain a +2 circumstance bonus. When the kingdom claims its first landmark hex, it gains 40 kingdom HP as a milestone reward. Now, how that affects it on if you start in that landmark, I'm not certain.
We'd still gain the 40 Kingdom XP because it's when we first claim landmark hex.
Yep. And you just get
Technically
the
speaking, it would
bonuses.
trigger that bonus right at the beginning.
I believe you also get the bonuses of the +2s.
Yeah. But it's only until the end of the next kingdom turn, so we'd get that for the first kingdom turn, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and until the next kingdom turn.
First.
Yeah, so basically your first kingdom turn, you would get those +2 checks. Unrest doesn't exist, so you wouldn't have to worry about that right away.
So, charter.
Steve, do you have anything to say to any of these decisions? I want to make sure you're in.
So honestly, I'm unsure because I'm just looking at. I couldn't. There's only 5 choices and I still can't pick. Or, I guess I still can't cast my vote. Sorry. Because like I'm thinking, if we want Old Sycamore, right?
Uh-huh.
We could do Grant Charter, so that the flaw and the boost to loyalty, right, balance out, because that's a hill or plains, right? Yeah, hills.
Yeah.
Old Sycamores and hills gives you loyalty, and then Grant reduces loyalty, but then it comes out to 0, but it has economy. I'm definitely the economy character.
So that's 2 voting for more for economy boosting, 2 for stability, basically.
I do like economy. I do.
Because it's basically exploration versus Grant. Is what we're
Yeah.
Kind of
Or
what it sounds
open.
like.
Or open.
Or open.
Which if we did that with Grant, we may as well just go open, and that way we just get the bonus. We would get the bonus to loyalty from the Heartland, and then can take the bonus to economy if that's the choice.
Sure. But the other argument
then we're not-
for going Grant is that you get the bonus. You get 2 bonuses there, and
Like
then
the
loyalty
stays
comes 0.
neutral.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with, but then we can bonus to something else if we need it
Yeah.
or want it, I guess.
We could grab culture
that-
and stability, or
Yeah,
economy and
it's a matter
stability.
of, at that point, it's a choice between economy and loyalty instead, which... See, my thought is, if we've got a mine that's like right by the Old Sycamore.
You've got it on mine.
We've got a lot of river tiles nearby, even though we're not going to be directly on it. Which means as we expand the kingdom, we're going to be able to easily pick up economy anyways.
Yeah.
Or economy-based things.
Rivers are going to be a big one for
I'm-
that.
I'm kind of okay with any of those 3. Not conquest, not expansion. Those 2, I think we can just say no. Personally, I think we should either go exploration or Grant. And I'm completely okay with the idea of going Grant. Lena will, in character, oppose it to a degree, but would give in. But as a player, I'm completely okay with Grant, if that's what people want.
Yeah.
I like
Having the industry as a free skill, well, I guess doesn't matter that still. Yeah, if we get loyalty up to even economy, and then we could pick one of the other attributes, like if we really wanted stability, we could pick that, or we could pick
culture.
culture, which culture would probably be the one we pick as the secondary. That's what I would vote for at least.
What would be the secondary if we want Grant? Because I'm cool with Grant.
I'm cool with Grant. I'm looking at culture.
I would prefer stability over culture.
Oh.
If we've got economy, I think we should have stability as a secondary, just because stability is going to help us with keeping events happening that cut into the bonuses we're getting from economy.
Okay, fair enough.
ability. Heartland is hills and plains because we're in hills and plains.
All right. So then you will.
Government.
Well, before you jump to that,
Oh.
you get industry as
Yes.
trained.
You open up the kingdom sheet.
And then one other skill. That is
I can't edit.
Yeah, we are unable to change the kingdom.
weird because
We also need to come
some
up
people
with
were.
an actual name.
I can change the
I
charter
can change
and
the
whatnot.
name. Can't change the skills.
I can change the skills though.
Wait. Oh. Click on creation and we can do it that way.
Yeah.
Where's creation?
So, charters, grant.
In the manage kingdoms tab, creation, which is in the little like header of the area, of the big text box.
Weird because I'm in there and I can't even edit those. So
I don't see
I'm the only one who
creation.
can magically do this thing.
I can change the stuff in the creation, but I can't change like the skills.
Oh, I see,
yeah,
I see.
Yeah, I thought that was-
it's
But-
probably some. Hold
And
on.
it doesn't have the option to pick skills as part of selecting charter because that's added stuff. At least I assume that's why.
Yeah, that's probably why.
Okay, so we is just one of us gonna do this?
I'm
Alex,
looking
can
at
you
it.
you can't change the skills, can you?
No.
Okay.
Under the bonus feat, under the bonus tab, there's add bonus feat, and you can do skill training for different things. That might work.
We might have to do it that way.
You set this to be to the 1.1 rules, right?
That's what I'm trying to check. There's not like a true like.
Could you do it in the like the 3 dots on the managed kingdom on the very top?
Yes. But so all they have, I'll bring this. I will bring this over into stream view. So this is where I think we needed to kind of fully understand everything. Let me
Log in to Twitch so I can check your stream.
what to say. I was gonna just see if
That works.
nope, the Elgato's not picking up. Hold on. Let me do it. Virtual
Gosh.
camera. Stop the streaming.
Question is, what would be the other one? Because the government also gives us a free one.
There you go. That'll probably be best I can do because it doesn't like the double capture my capture card. OBS likes to lock things.
Mm-hmm.
So under my settings, basically it has all the basic automation rules, the basic setup, blah blah blah. Like the companion guide, which apparently has some extra stuff in there, and I didn't see it, but
Advancing Cashardo homebrew
Yep.
is where it should come up with stuff. So
and it's just options here. So like,
yeah. I mean, I think for the most part it's a matter of turning those on.
for the most part, but
But
I don't think the 1.1 had the full rules. Like, I'll have to go see if I have them.
I love the always increase untrained skills by as a none. What's that rule? I mean, I'd only do half. I'm trading improvisation. Which I do remember reading about, but it's been a minute.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's right. Level 2, you get the untrained improvisation. Which is why that is.
Yeah. So...
Yeah, I don't know. That particular thing it doesn't have, which I didn't think that was a change between. Let's see.
Huh.
Yeah, that is a change between 1.1 and 1.2.
So I guess we just have to give ourselves some bonus feats to get them,
Probably.
which is just the skill tradings. So we have industry for free.
Yeah, industry plus 1 free skill training.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what's this? We get good proficiency rank and 2 key to skills gained. There's this.
Ah,
There's
yes.
4 additional.
A word on Vance and Crenshara's homebrew. Mechanically, it's a good starting point, but I found that you don't want to add all the changes. Specifically, giving players additional ability boosts and skill proficiencies might be better as quest rewards, or get off slower over the course of adventure if at all. If you give your players too many proficiencies, they will prevent unrest and ruin from accumulating. The only way to create tension in the first half of the adventure will actually make using leadership activities fun. Players can always take the supernatural solution to deal with emergencies. Don't accidentally remove these tools from your arsenal. Furthermore, giving your players the ability to reconnoiter a hex using activity will remove a lot of the fun of exploring the stolen lands, so I advise against that. A significant boost Kingdom XP at low levels might lead PCs to having too few work sites or claim taxes in the long run. To account for that, I created my own leadership activity. Yay, thanks.
Alright, I've given us industry and agriculture by manually adding them.
Okay, that'll work.
I figure like we should pick government because government also gives us 1 and a feat.
So we'll just roll.
Actually, government gives us 2 and a feat.
Yep. Well, and so you also get agriculture and a feat.
We have agriculture feat and industry defeat, plus we get 2 skill proficiencies from oligarchy. Is it a feat or just a skill? Oh, that's the skill training.
Yeah,
It'll get a
skill
feat.
trainings.
It's skill trainings, not feats.
Yep. So you get.
Get a lot of.
Yeah.
So we'll still have another 2 skill trainings that we can pick.
Yep. And we have another 4 on top of that for the leaders. We have a lot.
Yep.
Oh, cool. We also get an ability score boost that I have no idea how to throw in.
For the
Well,
loyalty.
Finalize your attributes. Finalize the kingdom attributes. First, choose 3 different kingdom attributes instead of the 2.
Does it let you pick more than 2? Yeah, it lets you click more than 2.
Oh.
It's just check boxes. So.
So yeah, we're good there.
Okay. So government will give you a skill based on which government you get, or give you 2 skills.
There's 2 skills, a feat, and 2 attribute bonuses plus a free 1.
Yep.
I want to be a nature-based, a nature spellcasting democracy. I know nobody else agrees.
Oh, cool, that's democracy.
But specifically, nature
Primal.
magic, primal.
Specifically primal democracy. I mean,
You're the only one who would kind of agree to that.
I
but
kind of agree. Like, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with oligarchy. Those
that
two
would not
feel...
be fair to the other 2 in the
Right.
party.
It could be a combination. It could be primal with arcane. Lily, thoughts?
I'm just trying to look at what the skills do,
That's fair.
so I can try to suggest one that I would like.
Oh my gosh.
I'm looking at it thematically.
I was just like Yeomanry or Oligarchy. Democracy wouldn't help me much, especially Primal, because Divine Spellcaster over here.
I kind of like Yeomanry. Wait,
That's fair.
Yeomanry.
Decentralized and relies on local leaders and citizens handle government issues, sending representatives to each other as needed with issues that concern more than one locality. Loyalty culture, another boost. Agriculture and wilderness proficiencies, and muddle through.
I want to look at the feats, because the feats really do change things.
Yeah, I need to go look at me through
You
those.
can look at those. Yep, you can go look at those.
Archives and Neths is down, apparently, you said?
Well, you can go.
Uh,
They might not be on Nethys because they're kingdom feats, but
I'm adding it just so I can read it real quick. And I'm kidding, I won't do that. Where's the compendium?
No one of them is good. Like, can you get Crushed Dissident, which is a 7th level feat? Okay, they're mostly 7th level feats, looks like. Yeah. So muddle through. Your people are independent-minded and take care of the small things around the kingdom, not letting them pile up the big problem. Increase 2 of your ruin thresholds by 1, and 1 of them by 2.
okay,
Which-
they are on Nethys. So if you want to look them up, they are there.
Do we even have ruin?
I can pull them up in.
Yeah, we do have ruin.
I can pull them up in Foundry.
It's like,
True.
ruin is a very bad thing. That's our negatives. Like, once they hit really low, we get major negatives. So let's just raise some of our bottom line.
Yeah.
Insider trading, which is the oligarchies. Your leading citizens share valuable business information with one another. I can actually share my screen because I can do that.
Establish worksite, establish trade agreement, and trade commodity activities.
You get a +1 to establish work price, establish trade agreements, and trade commodities. Yeah.
And gain
Gain 1 bonus
resource
resource
dice.
dice at the start of the game. Just nice.
Honestly, both are really strong.
Practical magic, which is the one Shaw would like. You get a +1 stats bonus on magic checks, and you get a +1 circumstance bonus to engineering checks if you have expert proficiency in magic, or +2 if you're a master or better. In addition, magic building NPCs find your nation a comfortable place to live in. You reduce the cost to hire adventurers by 1 RP.
And that's one that might be a little bit of a pain for Bryce. Because it is different in Foundry than in these, because they nerfed it.
Because it was really, really, really strong.
Because by default, it was, and you can use magic checks in place of engineering checks.
Yeah.
Which one was this? Practical magic?
Practical
Yeah.
magic. The feat that you
Now
can
it's
use to
a-
make engineering pointless.
Now it's a +1 circumstance bonus to engineering if you have expert proficiency in magic.
I wonder what all the feats are. I know they're all 7. I
So,
don't think we want
okay.
Christian.
All right, I just found there's a quick table for it on page 34 of the PDF.
There it is.
So practical magic, +1 magic to magic checks, bonus to engineer checks if expert magic. Muddle through, ruin accumulates more slowly. Insider trading, +1 to work camp, establish trade agreement, and trade commodities activity. Yeah, it's kind of up to you guys which ones you want.
Altogether, your citizens help mitigate failures. What exactly does it do? Rules wise. What particular turn you can roll? If you roll a critical failure, you can attempt a DC 11. If you succeed, you treat it as a failure instead. You do not automatically get unrest or ruin for the critical fail. but increases the DC by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Each time you subsequently use it.
Yeah. But it
Which
decreases
means
by
as long
1.
as it's not, as long as you don't keep critically failing.
Yeah. Which is not a bad one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like practical magic, it's very good. I like insider trading. Those are the two I kinda like. Which still leaves me on oligarchy and democracy. Feudalism, I feel like, is out. As a whole.
Okay. Any thoughts, Steve? You've been quiet for a bit.
Sorry, I was looking at the beats because I was looking at the table and looking at them themselves.
Just
So basically, I'd be happy with oligarchy, yeomanry, or basically anything but despotism,
Okay.
despotic, or whichever it is.
Yeah, despotism. Gotcha.
Okay.
Or sorry, no despotism or feudalism. The rest,
The other
I'm
four,
okay with.
you don't care as much.
Yeah, because all the feats are not bad.
I'm really favoring oligarchy, but I just, democracy just doesn't.
Right.
Laylee would not theme well with that. She'd be like, I barely understand magic, and it's
Yes,
conditional.
as the barbarian that actually can cast magic.
As the resident non-magic caster in this entire party, I'm cool with it.
It's very strange that you're describing Laylee as barely understanding magic when you have
It's
multiple
not that
spells
she-
you can cast.
Not that she barely understands. It's just like it's just not strong suited into it. What is practice?
Well, like, we don't have to
Practical
necessarily be
magic gives
strong,
plus
What?
1 to magic, and then also gives pluses to engineering based on your level, your trained level.
But
Or
the best
sugar.
part is, if we have democracy, with the addition of our friend Lindsay, we have every single tradition of magic.
Fair enough, I guess.
I think thematically, yeomanry would
economy
make
again.
more sense.
Yeah.
Because the idea of having a decentralized government so that we aren't constantly expected to be required would be something that would make sense thematically.
Especially since we're not going to be here all the time. We're going to be out adventuring. You know.
Right.
Then having the higher ruin levels is beneficial.
And remember, you could always potentially get some of these feats later.
We can get them later at Kingdom level 7.
And I mean, we can still grab economy as our
Yeah, we got another
free
attribute
attribute boost.
Yeah, that's one of our
Oh.
free attributes.
Because I know a lot of it is that you want economy.
I was just looking at the insider trading, but yeah, practical magic makes sense because engineering is also kind of an important part of everything.
I like practical magic, but it is worth noting that with changes to practical magic with the version of Kingdom rules we're using, it doesn't do much for engineering until a little bit later. And even then, it's not massive on engineering.
Oh,
Well, pluses instead of it broken state, where you can just do everything with magic.
Because
It's the skill.
because practical magic was specifically so powerful that they wanted to nerf it because that was just always the best option.
Yeah, you just took it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, oh, you can do everything engineering can do, but on one roll, and it can do more than that. Well, then why not?
But the other bonuses to that are still really nice.
Oh yeah, it's good. They're all good. I think some of them are less good for us because of how we want to play it.
Yeah.
Which is why we're kind of dropping feudalism, despotism, and kind of republic. Like, I am happy with yeomanry, thomocracy, and oligarchy. I am happy with all three. I don't really have one way or the other.
Well, you guys are going to have to make the pick.
The yeomanry, I think, makes most thematical sense, because if that's what they want, then that's probably.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a vote system, so if we prefer that, then we go with that.
I'm cool with the yeomanry.
Okay.
Does feel right.
That's what feels most thematic to me.
Sounds good.
Then what? Bump economy or stability with it?
You currently...
Free attribute buff.
Yep.
We already have the one boost to economy, don't we? And we have a lot of ways to get better bonuses.
We are +1 in everything right now.
So we're picking ability boost for.
Yeah.
something.
Because you went Grant, which gave you economy, plus, in your case, stability, minus loyalty. Loyalty got zeroed out by Healer Plane, and now yeomanry's loyalty and culture, so that's everything at +1. So,
How hard is stability to get later on versus? I mean, economy, we seem to have a lot of resources around.
I mean, the way to actually increase the attributes is going to be exactly the same regardless. It's like,
Yeah.
it's the same way as a character works,
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, fair enough.
It's every 5 levels.
this is all just effective. The kingdom is a character, just with
Special.
different skills and scores.
Fair enough.
Economy is basically how well you're good at getting resource dies. Loyalty is how good you're fighting off. I forget what loyalty is really good for.
Preventing, like, insurgents, spies, things like that.
I thought that was
Loyalty
stability,
measures
though.
the collective will, spirit, and sense of camaraderie among the citizens of your nation. How much do they trust and depend on one another? How much do they respond when you call to arms or enact new laws? How do they react when other nations send spies or provocateurs into your lands to make trouble? If they support the kingdom's leadership, the kingdom itself has a robust loyalty score.
Oh, okay, that's preventing. Stability is more military status.
Stability, infrastructure, includes its infrastructure and buildings, the welfare of its people, and how well things are protected and maintained under your rule. How carefully do you maintain your stores and reserves, repair things that are broken, and provide for the necessities of life? How quickly can you mobilize to shield your citizens from harm? Kingdom that can handle both prosperity and disaster efficiently has effectively has a robust stability score, which is why I said that I think we want stability if we have economy anyways.
Culture is the one that's like, hey, let's bring people in.
The arts and sciences.
It's the arts and
Mhm.
sciences.
Arts, science, religion, that stuff is culture, and economy is an economy.
It's money.
Yep.
Which is why I know it directly affects the resource dice.
Mm-hmm.
I
So,
say we be a bunch of uncultured swine.
But I like culture.
so do you want to
But I
have
like swine.
have a little bit better economy? In theory, you have a better stat in economy, so anything you roll for economy is better. Or do you want to go for more stability in the cult through to prevent? So, like, when disasters hit, you might be a little more stable, have better chance
I
there.
would prefer stability personally, because having more consistency over higher peaks and valleys is preferable to me.
I like economy. Because I like economy.
You like the peaks and valleys?
I like the peaks and valleys.
Okay.
Just kind
Steve?
What? of things roll.
So I'm gonna vote for stability because we can get economy later.
Okay.
Because honestly, I do want both.
I mean, that argument cuts both ways, though, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just like, stability now, I guess.
Okay. Christian?
I think while we're first starting and while we have to be a bit more explorative, I think stability probably matters a bit more since economy is going to more affect us.
All right.
It'll be more
Stability it
helpful
is.
when we start interacting with other kingdoms a bit more. I
Yep.
know it helps internally, but that's kind of the point of economy is, hey, trade agreements,
Mhm.
you know, getting all that stuff.
Alright.
So right now, stability is going to help us
Well,
keep the
And
core.
remember, now you get 3 boosts for your final scores, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could just
So
do-
you could just pick the other
Make everything a
3
2.
and make them all +2 if you wanted. Or make
I mean,
stability
I-
+3, leave one of them at a +1, and go +2 on the other 2.
Yeah,
Like I
I'm
said,
okay,
I
I'm
would
okay
like
with
to
the
be an
uncultured
uncultured swine.
thing. like it's
With.
rude, it's funny.
Look,
But
I
it
talk
makes
to
sense.
swine.
We
Okay.
kind of don't need culture to start with.
So if you guys, so you're saying do your
Sorry,
economy,
losers,
loyalty, and
but-
stability for your final ability scores?
Yep.
I'll vote for that. I don't know how the
Not
other
that
two
one.
feel.
These. The other thing is, because we have muddle through, which rune do we want to make the least impactful on us? That's why I'm trying to find out what each
Which
one
what are
does.
the ruins?
So we have 4 runes. We have corruption, crime, decay, and strife. Now, how the fuck do I raise them? That's a whole other question.
Where is this?
In the creation step, under choose a government, our feat lets us pick additional stuff. The bonus feat muddle through. You pick 2 thresholds.
I was trying to find it in the.
Page 39 is supposed to be where it
Yep,
covers
39.
rules.
So, anytime we critically fail a culture roll, or a roll based on culture, we get corruption. Economy gives crime, stability gives decay, and loyalty gives strife.
So increase corruption resistance by 2, since it's the most likely one for us to fail.
Yeah.
Go with that.
And then the whatever stability is, we don't pick that one. Right?
So
Yeah.
decay, we
Decay.
lower.
So crime or strife? Or, oh, it's 2.
Crime
and
Sorry,
strife.
Crime and strife, because it's 2.
You-
Yep.
two.
All right.
It's 2 by 1.
Now you guys just need to get your bonus feat, your 2 bonus feats, or is it 3?
2. One got
Or-
removed because agriculture was
Agriculture.
given by the government.
So we have 3.
So you get 1 for your grant, for your attribute boost, not feat, excuse me. 1 for grant. 1 for hill or plain, because that has agriculture. And then you went yeomanry, which has agriculture. So yeah, you get 3 total. And
We get
boost
3
with
plus-
wilderness is already trained. So
Plus an additional 4 still to go on top of all that. I would... how does everyone feel about exploration?
I mean, I'm for it.
I'm for it. I would like trade, but.
I would also like trade,
one
but
of
I
them.
figured exploration just made sense.
all right, so we'll start with exploration, so
Exploration.
that fills in your grant. All right, go to hills or plain. You get because agriculture.
We have 2 instances of agriculture.
So you will get 2, but we'll fill in the free skill for agriculture or for hill or plain. What do you want for that one?
Go for trade for that
Trade,
one.
yeah.
Okay.
Trade it is. Adding trade.
Trade against-
And then your extra for yeomanry because you got agriculture earlier.
I say magic.
I request an engineering, but magic would be fine.
I mean, we still have 4 more to add for this.
Oh, okay.
So magic.
Where is that?
So if you go underneath choose leaders, there are 4 drop down boxes.
Oh, the choose leaders. Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, leader choosing is further up in here.
Choose leaders is
That's page 12 and 13. 12. 12 is the relevant one.
Yep.
I did all the things.
First, assign each PC to a different role. It's best for the party works together. Assign these roles. Then assign any remaining roles to NPCs whom the PC is allied with and are capable and willing to serve. Once all 8 leadership roles are assigned, the PCs gain 60 Kingdom XP and a milestone award. So once you have someone to fill each slot, basically, you gain bonuses.
Yep.
Since you don't have that currently, you will not get those bonuses.
Let's see. Badge start is.
The initial leadership assignments happen to be part of the founding kingdom, do not require the kingdom activity to occur. Once the kingdom is established, adjusting leadership requires new leadership kingdom activity. Then, apply the trained proficiency rank to 4 different kingdom skills. You may not choose skills that have already been chosen.
I could take. Lindsay should be our emissary. Logically.
Because of the
Emissary has all the charisma skills plus stealth and thievery.
I gotta go find that again.
It's on page 12 of the PDF.
Oh, I scrolled up too far. Oops.
They technically ruler's up, so up there. Ruler has all 4 of them plus society.
I would like to be treasurer.
I was gonna ask for that one, but I saw crafting. I was like, that makes the most sense for.
There's only 3 that have crafting. And I don't think I want to be a viceroy, though.
Oh,
I mean, I'll do
Shiny
viceroy.
They all want diplomacy.
yeah,
Well, no,
everyone.
well, 2 or more, and I have crafting and society.
Yeah.
So I could be either one.
Yeah, I'll do viceroy if you do treasurer.
You want Viceroy? Not
I mean-
general?
What is general? Athletics, crafting, diplomacy,
Intimidation, survival.
I have 3 of those. Yeah, I could technically do general.
Viceroy's works good for me. I have good nature. I have, I have athletics. It doesn't matter. But I also have society.
I would kind of go for being the warden. Question is, who's our ruler?
Yeah, that's a great question.
Wait, what is
At
the
this point,
ruler?
Lindsay is.
Deception, diplomacy, and intimidation performances. I have 3 of those.
Huh, that's a
I
complete
vote for
change.
Kitty
that
to
they
be
did
ruler.
there.
Actually,
Initial leadership.
Unfortunately, Kitty does not have enough of the relevant skills.
Actually, Sean,
I mean-
should you be
Well, they're not
Viceroy? Should I
required.
be
You just
warden?
get a bonus.
I could technically
What did you
I have-
ask, Alex?
3 of 5.
Should I be warden? You be Viceroy?
I mean,
I know thematically warden makes more sense for you.
makes more sense for me to be warden thematically, and viceroy. I do have 2 of the relevant skills, but still.
Because I have
Eh.
I have 4 of the 5 relevant skills in warden.
Um,
I'm also the ranger. So it does make some sense. I have a lot of overlap.
diplomacy check.
That's not
Athletics
diplomacy.
check. Nature check.
Yeah, we both are
Stealth
expert.
I'm missing.
I have.
Survival check.
Also check.
One of the lures.
So-
Okay, I'm missing.
I'll have to check this through a little bit. It's an interesting thing. The V&K removed the investing as part of the setup, but the original rules say you should be investing.
Huh.
So I'll have to do a little bit
This
quick.
thing means. Is that just
So, once choose 4 leadership roles to invest. Investing a role provides a status bonus to King skill checks based on a role's key ability. Invest roles assigned to PCs first. So, if your party has fewer than 4 PCs, you'll invest only enough NPC roles to make up the difference. They don't have that in the V&K rules.
Yeah, I could not
Alex?
be. either general or ruler, though. I think
Here's
general
the point
is
for me
stronger.
to make.
What's up?
So, okay, I guess I should be viceroy,
Well,
realistically. And the reason is because I'm expert in medicine and nature. I get the +2 bonus.
whereas I'm just only expert in nature, and that's it. I don't have second expert yet.
Okay. In step 7, instead of each invested leader choosing a skill to be trained in, the kingdom simply selects 4 skills to be trained for a total of 10 kingdom skills to be trained. Okay.
Let's see. At that point, if Octavia and Gungar, well, we need at least probably one more person to actually have every slot filled. Let's see what Octavia and Gungar would do. I still like Lindsay as a ruler.
I don't think we should put Lindsay as the ruler. I think realistically, thematically, one of us should be the ruler.
Well, then that's Laylee, who has the highest charisma.
Well, tied for the highest charisma, but also has the relevant skills.
Yep.
Hey, I also have the 2 relevant skills.
Most of us have society.
Because I have deception. Hooray, deception in society. That's the only one I have is deception.
It's fine. We can have Laylee be ruler in name only.
Rude.
So, me warden, you viceroy, Sean?
Yeah, I guess.
Those are done.
And I can agree with treasurer being on.
Done, yeah.
I mean, technically, I could probably, Nope, actually, wait. Do I have that? I am trained in survival. I could be general.
I agree with treasurer for Dawn.
Yeah. Done.
I figured.
Lindsay as emissary or counselor?
I feel like she makes sense as counselor.
That's true.
Counselor,
Counselor.
performance is a thing, and she's a bard, so.
I like her as counselor. I got the Bodhi bonuses. Let's go.
Yeah.
Not having it filled is a -1. Not having ruler filled is -1 to all checks. And you get unrest. It's really bad.
I'm pretty sure Ragungar and Octavia are going to be a later addition, so.
So they have some minuses. Yeah, we definitely want a warden. Magistrate's really
So
good
I
if we have war.
I think they just
Same with general.
accidentally left out the you should investigate. Not investigate, invest. Because I'm not seeing investment at all in the PDF. But I will double check that. I'll look through the original rules a little bit more to double check that and compare it against their stuff. Because that seems like a major thing to not have.
So we really, really don't want to touch warfare activities right now. Gonna
Yeah.
put that out there.
Do not want to touch warfare at all.
Because we have a -8.
Damn.
General and Magister both give -4 to all warfare activities for being vacant.
We only have a -1 to loyalty based stuff. That's it. And then warfare is just, we will never succeed. If I didn't have warden, we'd have a -4 to region activities.
Oh, okay. There's a check in here. Replaces invested status bonus with bonuses based on PC skill ranks. I think that's the big thing.
True, yeah, because they added skill rankings in doing anything. So they replaced it with that.
Yes.
Oh,
So I
right,
think I need to turn that on.
So I think being invested means you had to be in your kingdom, like the base, for a week to
Yeah.
invest.
I like having engineering.
I think the idea there was that it was so I'll turn that on.
And technically, we each get to pick our own one for.
That's true.
So not with V&K's rules. It's just you get flat 4 instead. Technically, it doesn't really matter, but you can just pick them in these
There's
4.
4 of us. There's 4 skills. We can all pick
Yep.
our
Yeah.
we pick one. That's not already picked.
It's just convenient in this case.
I know what I want.
Do we have industry already trained?
Yes, industry is trained.
I was just making sure. they
You,
did.
you
How
took
dare you
voting.
train voting?
I took the boat.
Okay. Yep.
How dare.
Really close to a river.
So,
Even though I probably shouldn't take it. There are better picks.
oh yeah. A note here: additional trained skills. V&K, you can add additional skill trainings in the bonus tab. It actually has that here in the creation. Note.
Well, I've done that.
All right.
What would be beneficial and or thematic?
I like boating, but I don't think I'm gonna pick
I mean,
boating right now. I'll pick it later.
I'm pretty sure Don wants to take engineering.
Yeah, don't take it. It makes sense.
Yeah, sure.
Honestly, politics or statecraft is probably a good one for getting trades. Statecraft is.
And what I would suggest, well, what I was thinking of is picking warfare, so that we're trained in it,
So that if we're forced into it, what kind of offset?
or forced into it, and or because it's a skill, therefore it also has a DC.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to be trained in that since we have negatives to it.
That's fair.
Massive negatives. On the bright side, it's -4 to all the warfare activities, which means arguably it doesn't affect the DC.
Oh, fair. Okay.
I like boating, but I honestly think statecraft is actually fairly good for us to have. Looking at the associated skills that are trained only.
Yeah.
Pledge fealty, request foreign aid, send diplomatic envoy. That is the only way to get those. I think we want those.
Yes. I agree.
Well, pledge fealty, there are other ways. Only way to send diplomatic envoys is through statecraft, though.
Yeah, like we could do a pledge of fealty through warfare.
Or through intrigue. Which I would rather do it through intrigue.
Weirdly enough. I know this doesn't fit super thematically, but would be training in arts to have the repair reputation corruption activity be decent?
I mean, I think it's thematic for you, given you were a flower seller.
Like, politics is probably the better play, but I don't see why not. Take arts.
Yeah, politics just doesn't have any
Doesn't have any
activity
trained.
to get a bunch of untrained.
Yeah, which at level 2 we get untrained improvisation, which would be nice. At level 2 the kingdom gets untrained improvisation, so all untrained skills it gets half its level.
Oh, okay, so yeah, and then I could just do arts and just be better. We could just have the repair reputation in case corruption fails.
I think I'm gonna go for folklore.
Oh, how do I invest it?
I thought we were not bothering with investment.
Don't worry about investing. The V and K stuff removes investing to use your skill ranks instead.
Use our skills.
That's what that relevant
the
skills by
last-
leadership role is all about. I need to set
We
that
have to
table up.
We can build our first village later. Oh, care about that. Alright.
That's
Last one
basically
is
the last
favor
part,
infamy.
Yep, which is a whole extra system that they've added, and I don't think there's a spot
It's
to track.
mostly just thematic, so I say fame.
Oh,
Like
there it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, fame.
Are we the good guys or the bad guys?
Okay.
Unfortunately, we can't split it by character, so Don, you're gonna have to be fame with us.
How
Yeah,
dare
no.
you?
No, yeah, we definitely do fame because if we
For
do
which
infamy,
part?
it's actively
Hey.
Siege warfare. I'm good.
Hey.
We're good.
You're right, but hey.
At the last and hardest part. What the fuck is the name of the kingdom?
Old Citymore.
Old Healthmore.
I'd say this purely as a joke. Waterdeep, New Waterdeep. But joke.
No, this is Daggerford.
Earth Shallow.
One Tree City.
The kingdom name, though, should be different than that. That would make sense for a first village name, potentially. But kingdom name...
The Kingdom of the Dawn.
I mean, we could go with something really simple and cheesy of just the reclaimed lands.
Yeah, you could.
Or the Shadelands. Because we're all under the shade of the old Sycamore.
I vote for Redacted.
Alright, redacted it is.
Oh my god.
We are redacted. Kingdom name redacted.
Oh goodness. I was gonna. Shadeland isn't bad.
I'm okay with Shadeland.
I am too.
We can actually be the Shadelands.
Replaces invest stats with bonuses based on PC skill ranks. Yeah. Okay, for PCs come in form, gain proficiency ranks and skills associated with the role. PC who is trained in 2 or more of the relevant skills listed in their role adds a +1 leadership bonus to all kingdom skills checks they made.
The Redacted Shadelands?
Or the redacted Shadelands. I love it.
Redacted shade. That's all I see.
Wait.
Shadowshire.
Okay, and a level 2, we get a feat. Woo!
Can I take the Redacted off?
I don't care.
If you so wish.
Is it really bothering you that much that it cuts it off?
Yes.
There's the feats.
Especially when I can't resize this window at all.
Yeah, I very much know.
Yeah.
I can always get assurance and warfare. That sounds like a very bad idea.
I don't know what that means.
You know what assurance is?
Oh, is that the fortune effect?
No, it's the word you can take 10, essentially.
Yeah, it's
So
the take 10 of this.
plus proficiency bonus, which, in the case
10
of
minus 8
warfare,
would be bad.
could actually be good.
10 minus 8? Or is it
Only plus proficiency bonus. Which, I don't know. what
I
warfare-
am... What? This is confusing.
Our warfare, at proficiency-wise, is only a 0. It'd just be 10.
Oh, it, It's adding the... There must be another chart for this somewhere. Of, like, being trained in certain kingdom skills is giving bonuses to that ruler, or that slot. There must be another chart for that somewhere. That oh, there it is. Specialized kingdom skills by leadership role.
We got really good agriculture. Let's go. And wilderness.
Why is academia in
And
here
legendary.
twice?
Mm.
Academia is not even one of the skills.
Academia.
Yeah.
Wait. What's academia?
A kingdom skill.
Is
Apparently.
that a kingdom skill? 'Cause it's not.
Doesn't exist.
List.
I guess we just haven't learned about it.
Not proficient enough, I guess.
It literally
Yeah, we
isn't
haven't brought
listed in the kingdom
school.
skill
No.
table, so
Not-
I don't know what academia is.
I can hit the milestone, claim our first landmark. I'm tempted to see what happens if I click that.
The only references to it in the PDF are academia lore
Hmm.
for magister and counselor.
Yeah, and those are the ones checked, but it's in here twice for some reason.
Dang it, I still hit checkbox.
Oh, it's because they're considered relevant skills, that's why. Okay, so those are there, but other than that, I'm just double checking that this table... But, like,
That's not good.
agriculture's not here.
Politics is in there twice. So maybe it's just a weird doubling some things.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this table... Because this is the leader skills table,
Mm-hmm.
which is relevant skills by leadership role.
Well,
Configure which
those are
skills
all
and lores
lores.
are used to calculate leadership bonuses. So maybe these are lore.
These are all lores.
That could be. These are all lores that are. These are just
At the
lores
end.
that are in there.
Yeah, because it's after the regular skills.
Okay, I'll leave it. Okay, I'll just save that. Okay, and here's the other table. That's where I was so confused. Just make sure these are lined up with what they put in the book, because it seems like this hasn't changed, but I'm just verifying.
Oh, that's cool. I could give us a river lake terrain feature. That is awesome.
Okay.
Oak
So we're
lore.
rolling irrigation. You control a hex adjacent to a river or lake that it itself does not contain a river or lake.
Cool.
The cost of, I don't know if are we in plains or hills?
We're in
In
hills.
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 Okay, at the cost of 2 resource points, if I get a success or critical success, the hex gains a river or lake terrain feature.
Yeah, I'll double check because I'll hard read through this and make sure if like to turn on all the things that seem to line up with what they're saying. So like kingdom skill increase every level. I don't know if that's actually in their stuff or not.
It's not
Settlements
by default.
generate resource dice, partial structure construction. It's not, they're not on by default, but I want to double check the V&K rules about that, all this, and make sure if I need to turn it on, I turn it on, basically.
Good roads.
So,
Because that's the thing, once we start having kingdom turns, we have...
yep. At second level and every level thereafter, your kingdom gains a skill increase. So, their rules is every level.
every level after the first.
Yep. So, turn that on. I know I saw something about settlements generating resource dice, because that basically the idea that that's how they basically say to give a reason to generate settlements,
Yep.
I believe is what their reasoning to do that. Okay, these are claim hex, clear hex, establish settlement.
Huh.
The hex you're establishing was clear to clear hex kingdom activity. You draw planes.
For the time being, I think it's time to call it a night, though.
Yeah, we'll definitely call it a
Yeah.
night. I'll review and set all these just to make sure they're good, and we'll go from there. So, thank you so much for
We'll
watching,
figure out the
everyone.
rest of it next time.
Yep. Next time, we basically, effectively, I'm going to basically say like a year passes as time goes on to build the kingdom. And we will, in theory, run through the first turn. If I remember how all this works. Which is why I really need to make sure I read all this over. So, thank you for watching.
Lots of stuff.
Have a good night. And don't get too salty.